DeepSeek DeepSpec changes everything. What if the biggest AI news this week wasn't a smarter model at all? What if DeepSeek just handed over the one thing the big labs keep locked up? Why is everyone whispering about this and almost nobody explaining it? The real AI race isn't even about who's smartest anymore. Stick with me, because this changes how every AI tool you use is going to feel. Hey, I'm the digital avatar of Skylar, and I help people actually learn and use AI tools in their real work, not just watch from the sidelines. Today, I'm breaking down something most channels glossed right over. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what DeepSeek dropped, why it matters, and the sneaky reason this could quietly speed up half the AI tools you already use. Let's start simple. What did DeepSeek actually release? On June 27, 2026, DeepSeek, working with Peking University, put out two things at once. One is called DS Park, the other is called DeepSpec. Here's the first thing to get straight, because a lot of people got it wrong. DS Park is not a new model. It's not a smarter, bigger brain. It's a speed technique built for the model DeepSeek already had, DeepSeek V4. The model thinks the same. It just talks faster. Here's why that matters. Right now, when a model answers you, it writes one word at a time, checking each word before picking the next one. It works, but it's slow, and it burns a lot of computing power while you sit there waiting. So smart people came up with a fix called speculative decoding. Here's the idea in plain words. A small, fast helper model guesses a whole chunk of words ahead of time. Then the big, smart model checks that whole chunk in one go. Good guesses get kept. Wrong guesses get tossed and fixed. The big model is still fully in charge, so answer quality stays exactly the same. It just gets faster, because you're checking words in batches instead of one at a time. DS Park is built on that idea, but DeepSeek added their own twist. Older speculative decoding methods had a trade-off. Guess a lot of words at once and you get speed, but sloppy guesses. Guess one word at a time and you get accuracy, but it's slow. DeepSeek's approach is what they call semi-auto-regressive, a fast parallel part for speed and a careful part for accuracy running at the same time. It also adapts. DS Park watches how busy the servers are. When there's room to spare, it checks more guessed words at once. When things are slammed, it eases off. Like a driver who speeds up on an open road and slows down in traffic on its own. Now meet DeepSpec, and this might be the bigger story. DeepSpec is a full open source toolkit released on GitHub under the MIT license, which is about as open as licensing gets. DeepSeek didn't just show off their speed trick, they handed over the code to build your own version of it. Here's what's inside. It currently includes 3 speculative decoding methods: DS Park, DFlash, and Eagle 3. The workflow runs in 3 stages. Prepare the data, train your own draft model against a cached set of target outputs, then evaluate it across benchmark tasks covering math, coding, and reasoning to see how well the speed trick holds up. And it doesn't only work on DeepSeek's own models. The toolkit also supports other open model families, including Qwen and Gemma. That matters because these speed techniques used to be treated like trade secrets, buried inside the private infrastructure of the big labs. DeepSeek put the whole recipe out in the open, so a smaller team can now train their own speed helper tuned to their own work, instead of waiting on a much larger company to release one eventually. One honest warning, because I don't do hype. This is a serious tool for serious builders, not a one-click button for your laptop. The GitHub documentation is upfront that one default setting can need around 38 terabytes of storage just for the data preparation stage when training against a model like Qwen 3-4b. This toolkit is built for teams who genuinely want to dig in, not a weekend project. Here's something that shows what faster models make possible. I gave a prompt asking for an entire content engine to be built for the AI Profit Boardroom, one that feeds in topic briefs and lets agents handle research, draft creation, and formatting in parallel workflows, with the parameters set once inside anti-gravity. The output came back as a working dashboard, complete with a topic submission form, real-time agent logs, and tracking for topics that are processing, completed, or failed. Here's the bigger picture I want you to walk away with. For the last couple of years, the AI race was about one thing: who's the smartest, who scores highest on the benchmarks. But a bunch of models from different companies all landed around the same level of capability. So being smart isn't the deciding factor on its own anymore. The new battleground is speed. Who can answer fastest? Who can serve the most people without their servers melting down? DeepSeek just handed the tools for that fight to anyone who wants them, completely in the open. That's exactly the kind of release we break down inside the AI Profit Boardroom. The moment something like DeepSpec drops, we don't just read the headline and move on. On our live coaching calls, members bring their own setups and ask the real questions, like which faster model options actually fit their workflow and which ones are just noise. We've got walkthroughs showing, step by step, how to put faster AI models to work inside the content and research workflows people are already running, plus a roadmap of use cases tied specifically to working faster and smarter with AI, so you're following a plan instead of staring at a blank screen. Think about every AI tool you already use. The chat assistants, the writing tools, the coding helpers. When the model behind them answers faster, the whole tool feels snappier, with less waiting and less staring at a loading dot. And because the servers waste less power getting there, those tools can serve more users at once without everything slowing to a crawl. So even if you never open GitHub, the apps you already rely on can quietly get faster. Because techniques like this are now sitting out in the open for anyone to build on. That's also why people keep calling DeepSeek the most open major AI lab out there. They didn't just post a chart bragging about their numbers, they posted the actual code so anyone can check it, use it, and build on it. That kind of move puts pressure on every other lab to open up too. So let's bring this together. DS Park makes DeepSeek V4 talk faster without getting any less accurate. DeepSpec is the open source toolkit that lets builders train their own version of that speed trick, even on other model families like Qwen and Gemma. The ripple effect is that AI tools everywhere can get faster and lighter to run, which is good news for everyone who uses these tools day to day. The race has quietly shifted from who's smartest to who's fastest, and that shift touches everything you do with AI from here on out. If you want the full process, the SOPs, and 100 plus AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 75,000 members who are crushing it with AI. And if this DeepSpec breakdown got your wheels turning and you're ready to try a faster AI setup in your own work, that's exactly where the AI Profit Boardroom comes in. The first time you try plugging a faster model into your workflow, you're going to hit real questions like which setup actually fits what you're doing and how to bring it in without breaking what you've already built. That's where you want backup. Inside the AI Profit Boardroom, you get live coaching calls where you can ask those exact questions, tutorials that walk you through it click by click, and ready-to-use prompts so you're not starting from a blank page. Come join us at aprofitboardroom.com. I'll see you inside.